Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Blame It on the Stars, where we give you an inside look at what's going on in the universe so you can blame your problems on the stars. It is Jade here.
And it's Kara.
And this week, we're talking all about Mercury Retrograde in Leo and what you can expect with that. But in case you missed it, last week we talked all about Uranus entering Gemini, the full moon in Capricorn, and Saturn retrograde. So if you missed that and want to know more, then definitely check out last week's episode before diving into this one.
And just to give you a heads up, next week we will tell you everything that you need to know about Leo season and how it affects you.
And with that being said, let's dive into the episode. So Mercury stations retrograde in Leo on July 18th at 12:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that could be July 17th if you're in a different time zone. And per usual, the date and time are from the website astroseek.com. What you need to know. Mercury retrograde is known for causing technical issues, some delays, and communication mix-ups. And with this happening in the sign of Leo, the retrograde will highlight themes around self-expression, creativity, and confidence. So you might feel like when you are communicating with others that you are being misunderstood or not heard in the way you wanted your original point to be heard, especially when it comes to things like taking the lead or sharing a bold idea.
How you will feel. You might notice that you're going back and forth between feeling a little bit hesitant to speak up and saying things really quickly without thinking. Leo energy is known for being very honest and bold. So this is a time to focus more on expressing yourself authentically and reflecting on the way that you show up.
Where this will show up in your life. You might notice creative projects might be stalled, conversations might be misinterpreted, or you might be thinking about reworking how you present yourself to the world, whether that is through something more tangible like a social media presence, or if you're someone who has a personal brand. And also this could show up in less tangible ways, just like how you tell your story or just how you express yourself to other people. If you're in a leadership role, you might also be reflecting on how you want to lead in the most effective way possible.
What will become important to you? During the retrograde period, you're going to be more focused on building confidence, clarity, and expressing yourself in a way that's true to you. You might feel like there's more of a focus on being understood or wanting to be understood more deeply by others. Because this is a retrograde and miscommunications are more likely to happen during this time, remember that the retrograde is a time to slow down and listen before speaking or jumping to conclusions. This also is a good time to consider returning to any old creative ideas, hobbies, or things that you used to enjoy from your childhood.
If you're wondering how long this lasts, Mercury will station direct in Leo on August 11th at 3:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but the post-shadow phase will last up until August 25th at 4:37 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so there might still be some lingering retrograde energy up until that day.
And per usual, certain signs will be affected more than others. The signs that are most affected by Mercury retrograde in Leo are Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. Personal placements only, meaning Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, and or Mars placements.
And there really isn't a lot of key dates with this retrograde. There's really only one aspect that will happen, and it's on the day that Mercury stations retrograde. Mercury retrograde will sextile Venus, which could be a good day for refining your taste, whether that means reflecting and revisiting on what's going on in your wardrobe or any decorations in your home. This could be something you might do this day. And since Venus also rules over finances, you might be taking this day at the start of the retrograde to revisit your budget and how you spend your money. But outside of that, there's no other real aspects that Mercury retrograde will make. So just pure Mercury retrograde vibes. And that is it for this week's episode. Just a reminder, next week we're talking all about Leo season. So if you want to know more about that and what you can expect, then make sure wherever you're listening to the podcast, you're subscribed with the notifications turned on so you don't miss when we post next week. But until then, that is all for now, and we'll see you all next Monday. Bye.